All right, well, we have another guest in the studio, Dr. Matt. How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me out here.
There I go again.
Say it one more time.
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me out here.
Live radio.
He's done that to Omar.
I'm just off tonight, and after that eye exam, I just throw my day off.
Dr. Matt,
You definitely have enough buttons over there to get lost.
Dr. Matt, if it makes you feel any better, he
Yeah.
did it to me, and I haven't been here for 12 days. So.
Really?
Yeah, and the first thing he does, we go on air live, and my mic's down. So,
What are we going to do with him?
I don't know. I think it's that young.
Go ahead and
youngster.
fire me.
No, you're not going to get off that easy.
They were talking to me about on the House Doctors this past Saturday. They were messing with me. I'm like, you know what? This is my 40-minute notice. I'm out of here after this.
They quiet down after that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, Dr. Matt, glad to have you.
Thank you, and thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity to come out here and talk about Community Wellness Day and the event that we're having. We're really excited about it. This is really our third year of having a huge community event like this. And, you know, as you look out in the community, as you look at our nation, all right, we have what's called a healthcare crisis. But if you really look at it, it's not really a healthcare crisis, it's a lifestyle crisis. And because of people's lifestyle, they're getting deathly sick and ill, and they're having all these problems that are very, very preventable. And then you take a look, it's not just us. You know, we have decisions that we make. The health we have today is a result of how we lived our life in the years before that today. Well, our kids, they don't usually have that much of a choice. So, you know, with kids, they have, you know, it used to be adult onset diabetes. Now it's not adult onset because our stinking kids get them. Mm-hmm. They're obese. They're having cholesterol problems, high blood pressure, anxiety, mood disorders. I mean, just crazy stuff that kids never got before. So, you know, it's the families and the kids that I really feel bad for out there, and some of them don't know. So what I did 3 years ago is I decided to bring an event to the community that actually will teach them where true health and wellness comes from. Let's face it, you watch the Super Bowl, what do you think? What do you see? You think you could be healthy and happy by eating Doritos, sodas, beer, pizza, and, you know, whatever drug.
Sure, I'm not
just
touching
advertise.
Doritos after that commercial. That will pop me upside the head. But you're right. I mean, it's got, and you know what? Something I was thinking about when you were talking about the habits that have been formed over the years, and I knew I'm going to touch some buttons when I say this, but really, bad parenting is a lot wider spread than just punishing your kid for something they've done wrong. A lot of parents over the years, and I have myself, because of the fast food industry and different things, we have adjusted our families to that, and it's not healthy at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, really, it's going to be left up to the parenting to change this lifestyle that we have that's causing all the sicknesses.
And, you know, people will say that they don't know any better. Well, you know, it's because you learn a lot about health from TV and radio and newspaper, and who pays for most of that? But the drug companies and the food companies. So you're getting all this stuff on there, and so they need an opportunity to hear it from where true health and wellness comes from. And that, you know, if you listen to the TV, you know, you would think that we don't have our own immunity built inside our body. You would think that you're dependent on a pill or a potion or a lotion for immunity, for health. You know, the purple pill, the blue pill, the, you know, whatever, and that just makes me sick, and I just can't sit around and not do anything about it. So 3 years ago, we brought an event like this to town, and it was a hit. We had 1,200 people show up for this event, and my practice wasn't even in, I own Crossroads Chiropractic, and my practice wasn't even in existence. I threw this event 5 days before opening up shop here in Sharpsburg at Crossroads, and by profession, I'm a chiropractor, and so we did this event, and we brought, you know, some major education, teach them about their nervous system, how to reduce stress, the negative impacts of stress on their nervous system, how to eat, how to reduce, you know, how stress can kill you, and how reducing stress improves your health a lot, teaching them how to build health from within, put power back into their bodies, put power back in their hands, so that they don't have to feel like they're just, you know, oh, you know, I was born with the obesity gene, or I was born with the cholesterol. Okay, that's fine. You're born with that. But how you treat your body, how you handle stress, your stress levels, how your nervous systems function, if there's blockages in your nervous system, you know, if you're taking vitamins, you know, if you drink water, if you stay away from soda, those are the things that turn on and off those genes that are negative, and you can completely suppress those a lot of times if you treat your body right. And so that's the information we're bringing. We actually have some pretty cool programs that I do the nutrition, or I do the health and the neurological stress side to it, and then I get places like the United States Environmental Protection Agency. After they joined us last year, she called me up and she's like, "Hey, you know what? That was really cool. I want to know more ahead of time next year so that we can be more involved." And so she invited me the very next day to be part of a council for a children's program that we're going to now bring to Sharpsburg too. So it sort of snowballs after that. We also this year we have Georgia Power, who's going to be doing some safety demonstrations, and Joel, we need somebody that they can safely electrocute. Can you volunteer for that?
Safely?
How you feeling?
Safely electrocuted. Let me see.
How you feeling over there?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, last week you did ask me that. I'd probably volunteer.
You would have volunteered
Yeah.
to put you out of misery?
Yeah.
And then so we also have AT&T who's coming out with some educational computers and displays. We also have a lot of people from the community. We just spoke to a organic farmer, and they're going to have some organic foods out there. Mm-hmm. A lot of people have really come through and donated some time and some money, and there's more people, and I'll give my contact information in the end. But if you have a business or a small or you want to volunteer in one way or another, there's definitely room to sponsor and also donate money for the event and give us some manpower and stuff like that. So it's a real fun. It's a 3-hour event. So the name of the event is Community Wellness Day. In the past, when we did it, it was called Kids Day. And so I brought the event originally to the community to bring health and wellness concepts to our kids and to help them out. But the thing is, like, you can educate the kids, but if the parents aren't educated, then it can only go so far.
You're exactly right.
Going back to the organic thing, a lot of people don't understand the concept of organic foods. They say fruits, vegetables, okay, yeah, that's good for you, but not as good for you as it could be.
Right. Organic has something like up to 75-85% more nutrient content, vitamin, mineral content in the fruits and vegetables.
And I think that's a good thing for kids to learn.
Yeah.
I mean, if they understand that, that'll go a long way with them the rest of their life.
But as you said, having the parents understand that, I mean, the kids can understand it and they can accept it, but if the parents are not behind them, obviously it's probably not going to happen, especially at the younger ages.
Absolutely. So we want to do the same amount of fun and safety and health stuff for the kids, but we want to have services also for the parents, and we want to bring their grandparents so that we can provide, health. The core of the event is health, safety, environmental, and financial awareness and education. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. I got a few more details for you after we do a break, and
actually we're not due for a break.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
okay,
go ahead with it.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the scoop. So basically, what we're going to be doing is having education services or educational information out there through me, my practice and my knowledge, and the different organizations I mentioned already. But the Sheriff's Department's come together with us every year, and they're going to be doing children's ID kits. So we're going to have the fingerprinting, photo identification, dental identification. We're also going to have, like I said, various information from the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, AT&T, and some more that we're still lining up. I'll be teaching. I have NASA technology. Not a lot of doctors have it, but it's a NASA technology that measures the nervous system. There's actually been a couple space missions with this technology, and it actually shows.
That's the thing that you have out at your events and stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
that's cool.
Remember we ran it on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It said everything was working great.
Yeah.
Did you check his brain? Sorry.
And so
Turn you down, pop off.
we actually are going to have. I'm bringing in a really cool speaker who actually was one of the developers of that technology. I'm bringing him in from up in Ohio, and he's going to be running the technology. So I have 4 of those units, so there's not a bottleneck. Last year was a little bit of a bottleneck because it was one of the most it's popular areas there, and we're going to actually be scanning people, no charge, just in showing them how their nervous system works, where the blockages